Hi, welcome. In this video, I'm going to review the documentary slash drama which was recently released, The Social Dilemma. So let's get started. The first thing I want to say is that this documentary changed my whole perspective of the way I saw social media. And I want everyone who uses social media to watch this documentary, and that is why I brought this video to aware you about this documentary. The engineers, the people who themselves were part of developing these social platforms, comes to tell us the dark and dangerous side of the social media. I know that social media has a bright side too, but believe me that the darker one is growing faster and faster day by day, and to not a good end. Well, what happens if this side grows without a stop? This happens. The existential threat to humanity. We don't know anymore what's the truth and what's the rumor, because the ones who are serving this information to us doesn't know themselves what's the truth and what's not, because all they care about is their own profit. When you ask, why will these companies do this to us? It's simple. People are mean. So tell me, how they does that? They're smart. Our addiction, which was manipulated by themselves only, becomes their advantage. Well, come to think of it, are we controlling our lives, or the ones behind the screen who has much more smarter strategy to control us? What are we to them? The product. And to understand the product, you have to watch the documentary. Are we really making friends on Facebook, or we're just wasting our time on something that should have been you sitting and chatting with your family on your dinner? We are becoming a much more chaotic society than we were supposed to be in the first place. And there was this thing that blew my mind the first time I heard it in this documentary that said, how can we get out of a matrix that we don't even know exists? This was just a small part of this documentary, and you have a lot to know from this particular documentary, The Social Dilemma. Share this information about watching this documentary. Either you'll change or either you won't. And if you do, it will change everything. Make sure to share this documentary with your family, with your friends, and make them aware too. You have a lot to learn when you watch this documentary. Go ahead, just dive into it. Now it's time to get aware before it gets too late.